Most traders only notice altcoins after they have already pumped, after the breakout, after the move is obvious. But by that point, most of the opportunity is already gone. The real edge in altcoin trading is understanding how to identify accumulation before the move happens. Because every major breakout is preceded by a phase where the market is quietly building positions. In this video, I'm going to show you what accumulation actually looks like on a chart, the key levels you need to watch, and how to identify when a move is about to begin. This is memes to markets. Let's get into it. Before we look at charts, we need to understand what accumulation actually is. Accumulation is a phase where smart money or larger participants begin building positions over time. Instead of chasing price higher, they buy slowly, inside ranges, without moving the market too much. This is why accumulation often looks like sideways price action, low volatility, and no clear direction. To most traders, this looks boring. But in reality, this is where the next move is being prepared. Now let's look at Ethereum. When we zoom out on Ethereum, what we often see is price moving into a range, not trending, not breaking out, just moving sideways. This is the first key sign of accumulation, range-bound price action. Now within this range, we can identify the value area low, the point of control. The value area high price rotates between these levels over and over again. And what this tells us is simple. The market is accepting value, it's building structure. Now this is where many traders make mistakes. They get impatient, they expect immediate movement, and they exit too early. But accumulation requires time. Now let's bring in the OBV indicator. Because price alone is not enough, we need to understand what volume is doing. During accumulation, what we often want to see is OBV slowly trending upward, even while price is moving sideways. This tells us something very important. It means buyers are accumulating without pushing price aggressively higher. If price is flat, but OBV is rising, that is a strong sign of accumulation. But if both price and OBV are flat, there is no clear participation. Volume is what confirms the story. Now let's look at a better example of accumulation. Chainlink. Link is known for long periods of sideways movement, which makes it perfect for understanding this concept. On the chart, we can see price holding a clear range, multiple touches of support, multiple rejections at resistance. This is classic accumulation behavior. Now, the key thing to watch is this. Does price keep holding support? And does OBV slowly rise over time? If both are happening, that suggests the market is building pressure, and eventually that pressure leads to expansion. Now let's look at Solana. Solana gives us a slightly different perspective because it shows what happens after accumulation. We often see a range followed by a breakout, then a strong trend. The important thing to understand is the breakout is not the beginning of the move. The accumulation phase is. If you can identify the accumulation early, you position before the breakout, not after it. So let's summarize the key things to look for. Range-bound price action, no trend, just sideways movement. Repeated support holds, price keeps bouncing from the same level, decreasing volatility. The market becomes tighter, more compressed. Rising OBV volume slowly increases, even while price stays flat. When these conditions come together, the probability of a breakout increases. Now, once accumulation is complete, the market moves into expansion. This is where most traders finally notice the move. But at this point, risk is much higher because you're entering after the move has already started. The goal is not to chase breakouts. The goal is to understand where the breakout is likely to come from. Accumulation is not exciting, it's slow, it's frustrating, and it tests patience. But it's also where the biggest opportunities are created. If you can learn to recognize accumulation, you stop chasing moves and you start positioning early. Watch the structure, watch the levels, watch the volume, let the market show its hand. This is Memes to Markets, and I'll see you in the next one.